coffee, but it's kind of weird. I only drank 1 cup of coffee today. Maybe because the sudden pain I have in my interior organism for no reason. Anyway, welcome back everyone to part 9. Hopefully you don't have painful watching or I don't know listening. I don't know if you watch the code I'm doing or you listen to it only. But if you listen to it, it will make no sense at all. And yet I believe most people, if they're going to watch this, they are not going to watch it to see what exactly I'm doing and try to track my work, because to be honest, that will be too difficult. But once again, I'm doing this for myself mostly, and if someone can learn something out of it, I'll be more than happy to hear that. So let's go back to the list and see what's going on. So we fixed the issue of changing the data for the weapons when we save or delete the animations, and we need to do the same thing for the weapons. So what we are going to do, unfortunately I don't want to do one function for this. I mean, I can add to the lists. Yeah, I can do that. Let me show you a trick or two. Hold on. Or a trick. 1 or 2. No, that's no, that won't work. Alright. So the easiest way to do this is make 2 functions, I fear. So this one is called here. I'm sorry, I was daydreaming for a second. Integrity check. Where is the integrity check done? So this is for deletion. For save, what do I call? Name update. So this one for save, and this one for delete. This one doesn't need to doesn't return true or false. This one does, because this one need to know if you wanna delete all of them or not. So let's a little bit focus, a little bit, just a little bit, and change the name in here and call it creature. And in here we call it let's copy the code here and make one for the weapons, and we change this into W, and we change this into weapons AR, and we change this in W and this one in W. And this one into a weapon. And in here we do the list. I don't know what's wrong with our cell phone company sending these messages over and over. I didn't even take a look on it, but today I received several of them. Wonder if so this is for deletion. And this is for save. And now we need to do the loop. So if this one and this one we don't need to check, we just return we return true actually, because both of them are 0, so it's the same result if I say it is cancel. Wait. Now if I click on OK, then it returns false. And when I click on this, if it is true only, it will return. That's me if I click on cancel. Okay. So in here we can do a loop for animation 2, and this one we take the weapon AR and we use number 2. I need to be careful in here. I don't want to see any animation list 1 and this one. It must be 1 and it must be 2, I mean. So we make a loop and we go to the weapons and do exactly the same thing, because it is exactly the same thing. It's animated particle stuff. So it's the exact code, and we remove the stupid thing. And this one, the K, we reset it in here, so we don't need to reinitialize K in here because we can use this one. So yeah, here we go. So let's do the same thing in here, and we can use the K of the last one again in here for reinitializing for the new loop. And we use animation 2, and here this one is the weapon AR, and we change the animation list in here. Once again, we don't want to miss any of them because we don't want to use this one. And this stupid mosquito, I see it every time I type something. It just, whenever I try to kill it, it just doesn't show its stamina. Good for nothing. There's only one problem in here. I never thought about that. Actually, the animation either be a result of a weapon or a creature, it doesn't matter. So actually, God, this list must be 0, or this list must be 0. Depends if the animation lived as a creature or as a weapon. So I could program this in a different way to check if the animation that I'm targeting is a weapon or a creature, and in that case it call either this function or that function. But you know what? Whatever. It's a little bit slower than my brain because I didn't start the second timer for 60 minutes. I was working behind the camera, sensor data as I always put it, and my heart almost got a heart attack. I thought I didn't start streaming, and I was talking to the camera while it was off for a second. Alright. And I need more soda, but not now. Let's get it later. Maybe that's why. I have 2 empty cans of soda on my desk. From where did they come from? That's why I had only 1 coffee, I guess. Yeah, either coffee or soda. I cannot work without both of them. So I could check if this animation live in a creature or in a weapon, and that check will take some time. And instead of go and check all the weapons action conditions, so that will save some time in the check-in instead of every time. But how many times are you going to call the code anyway? You are not going to click on save every time and change the name like a lot. So it doesn't matter. Even if this thing called a lot, it doesn't matter. As long as it's going to work, screw it. So goodbye. Yeah, I didn't test the code because I believe doesn't require testing till it gets tested. And this is, to be honest, a little bit arrogant because several times I done that and I screwed up heavily. But usually there are easier problems to fix, except if the error I caught it on the game engine, then yeah. In that time, oops, who caused this problem? Nobody knows. And in that time, I will hate myself for not checking the thing. But for now, let's continue our work. So our work is not in this tab, so I'm going to close it. And I was dealing with deleting accessory tabs. And I was check what will happen if I delete the tab from an equipment or an accessories, and it seems it doesn't matter. Nothing bad will happen. So let's go and check it out. So we need 2 functions like these, one for the equipment and one for the accessories, I believe. Accessory slots for these. So let's start with the accessory slots. It's the harder one. And then we just do the same function again for the name is not, yeah, it's not that good, but yeah, what to do? Yeah, so both of them return a list. And if there is a dependency, we return. If not, it will delete. So we make two accessories and we give them these. Actually, that will save some time. And actually I call it div. And if both of these count, we return false. That means there's no dependency, and continue the deletion. If not, then we do a message box with give me a second. I'm doing things without saying what I'm doing, and hopefully the code itself is self-explanatory, or whatever, however you spell that word. Now, so if I clicked on OK, then it do the deletion, and usually it's another function call, or maybe not, and we return true. Wait, this one is true. That means some dependencies has been found. If we delete them, then there's no dependencies in the first place, so that will take care of the issue. We took care of the issue before we got in here, so it will delete the type and update the combo box. So in here, it's the similar code for the save, except instead of deleting, it will update or replace or change. Not change, replace or update. And we call this into, so it's the same code in here, button save. I was wondering why I'm using the find index. I thought this is the creature or the weapon the dictionary, because weapons and creatures used to be saved in the list, and I could use a find index, but I turned them into a dictionary, and actually I spent around 3 hours or 2 hours and a half to change that into a dictionary and fix all the issues. And I made the video only for the first part. The second and the third part I was listening to some YouTubers while I was working, so couldn't comment on my work. Comment. I pronounced the end in a weird way. Alright, so we need to delete these or update them. Depends on if it is a save or I need to change the message too. Oh god. I just thought about the accessory slots can be in both creatures and weapons, and I was like, don't tell me. Yeah, we might need to do four lists. One for weapon, two for accessory weapons, and two for equipment. Oh god. Oh well, whatever. So after having a few minutes citing, I don't believe it. I need to do this for this guy too, and this guy too. This one will be easier than this. This one, I don't know how hard. Well, actually, this one will be really easy because I can use something called make whatever. Use same clone method from APA. I just fix or use that thing and it seems it's working. But to be honest, it says a shallow one. If you go here and you go to clone, create a shallow copy. I wonder how shallow is that thing. So we might need to figure a way to, yeah, let me say Google to see what does it copy. Yeah, you see before C# become that developed and before Java time when we use clone, we used to define the clone for everything we need to clone, and each clone make infested call or recursive call for other clones, and so we make our own solid copy thing. I don't think there's a term called solid copy. There's a term called shallow copy and a copy, but solid copy, just I made it from my ass. Anyway, I don't know if it exists, but we usually say shallow copy. That means it copy only the normal data tabs from the object with it, but it doesn't do the things with these guys, more complicated stuff. Structures, structs and other classes. It doesn't do that, so I don't know if this make copy whatever member wise clone, what does it do, so but it says shallow copy, well, shallow copy, whatever. So where's the accessory slots are living in? So I need to go and figure it out because I completely forgot. And it seems they live in the animation class. So let's go to the animation, and there they are. So we have a list of layer slots. This is scary. Are you telling me I need to check every AP, every animation, every layer slot dictionary, every tab in the layer slot just to check? Yeah. I don't apologize for that because that came from anger. Nope, there's even deeper things to go through. Well, only this list. So I don't need to go inside this one. Because this is the physical existence of whatever. Someday I will make the demo thing and I will show all the greatness of this bullshit. So unfortunately we need two functions because creatures and weapons live in different places. So this one is creature. And this one is creature. This is his weapon. Someday I'll figure out a better way to do this, but not today. The way how I split the data into the two dictionaries were a huge mistake, and now I'm paying for it. Now I'm paying for it. But instead of whining about it now, let's fix the problem. Yeah. Maybe I should give a number to these suckers instead of having them in here again. So now we can copy the code and put it here. Oh wait. This is the update. It doesn't need to ask. What have I done? I click on 12F, I believe my mistake. So we don't need the sum at all. We don't need anything with it. But actually we can use the sum to just return. Shut up! Sorry. I shouldn't talk to myself on in front of the camera. I usually do that out of the camera, away from the streaming, but it seems it's a habit. So this thing it just get called. It doesn't matter. Alright, let's go to the actual code now, can we? So, oh, Jesus. Cell phone, stop, please. We're doing that since the morning. I mean, please, stop. Alright. So we are going to check every animation and every creature And every... I forgot. We will figure it out. Oh, I have a notification from Lewis on YouTube. I'll check it later on. This is the first time someone answered my questions in YouTube. I should be happy with that. So let's see. What I was doing, I completely forgot what I was doing. Sorry about that. So we are checking every creature, every animation, and I believe animations lives in dictionary again. Not animated particle, animation. Am I missing something? Why this is a create game? Alright. Sorry about that. I was like, what the hell? Yeah, this cell phone is killing me. This cell phone is definitely praying for my death. And now we need to check the animation layer, which is live in a list. Lucky you. Wait a minute. Yeah, it's a list. I can access it by. It's a list. I can access it by the thing, the parentheses. Actually, I can do double parentheses, I believe, because I used this for. Oh, I can even clone it. Okay. No, I didn't use the this thing in here. CK value. So we should check the layer slots. Finally. So I forgot to send the accessory name in here. Genius. So this one call this one, and this one call all of these. So all of them need the same thing, including this one. So string and this one is, we're going to send this guy to all of them because we cannot figure out the name out of nowhere. We need to know, we need to send it by the parameter. find, but contained. Is there a function for contain? Ah, yeah, silly me. Using lingo too much, eh? So, this contain the name, then we add the data to represent the whole thing, which is ck key, the animation key. It's funny, when you do the blueprint to do such a task, checking for things, you can just follow it and do exactly the same thing. I believe that's it. No, we need a number for the layer slots, because layer slots are ordered by which one is printed on screen first. So we need the order as well, which is I. And that's it. So with this we can know, I guess we need the parentheses after all, don't we? No, there's a problem. Oh, silly me. I didn't send the name, didn't I? What's the name? The name is this is the name. So when we go here and it flashed for a few seconds, and we go to the accessory, every time you select one of these, you can change the name or delete it. So it will take this name and check. The update need two names actually, the new one and the old one. So let's send the new one to, no, Jesus. Where am I? So it is the accessory type name ATAB4. And we need to add another parameter. It's funny that the work I'm doing it is not perfectly in order. So here we add all the objects. We tracked all the objects in the equipments for the creatures. Just to be sure. Yeah, any animated particle can have an equipment. It doesn't matter if it's a creature or a weapon. And I made this for complex weapons. If I'm going to make a cool game for cool kids, for the cool guys, for the cool men, and I want to make a sword that hold a gun, that hold a machine gun, that hold an FG, that hold a bazooka, it's possible. Why? I don't know. Or in Final Fantasy VII, weapons can have materia, and so the equipments have materia slots that accept materials, and the material slots on the weapons can be connected, so you can represent them in here. The connection can be programmed either in here by making the slots themselves represent the connection, or you can do it in the game engine. So it's possible to use this engine to build such features. Will they be as good as Final Fantasy VII and the cool weapon that I just described before? No, I don't think so. Depends on how much effort I put it on here, and how good the artists I have, and how good are the musician I have. But at least if my system is good enough, I believe my Bart. I don't my Bart. That's all what I can control, I guess. So we need to copy this. And do it for weapons. Yeah, every time I see myself do that, I feel I made a mistake by splitting the two. But oh well. To be honest, fixing that mistake will cost me more than copying and pasting these and changing the stuff. Alright. Now let's focus on here. The equipment is actually, I believe, easier. So we need to check every creature again. And just to be sure, let's go and take a look on the class. God, a lot of changes happens in the last 2 months. A lot of changes. So it's a dictionary, and it contains an equipment, and the equipment class have a struct. Oh, not anymore. It has a list of accepted type, and this is what we are going to check. Someday when I make demos, people might someday return to this video and see what I was doing. I mean, someday after I finish everything, not everything, after I finish the demo for the engine, which I did start with, someday they might come back and see how much effort did I put on this stupid thing to work. Because if there's no animation working on the background, no voices, no fire, no jumping, no animation playing, no one will care. But when I make demos, maybe it will get some traffic. Why do I care? To be honest, I don't know. Before, I thought I would never care, but after I start streaming, it's funny. Maybe I didn't get attention for 30 years in my life. Wow. No, it's not the reason. Maybe I didn't get that kind of attention. I don't know, it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird that I have a little bit of me that want attention. I just, thanks God it's not huge, but a little bit, and it still worries me. It still worries me. Maybe appreciation. Does the human want attention or appreciation? Maybe they are confused and think attention is appreciation, and everyone needs appreciation. I don't know. I might start my own philosophy list, but for now I should focus on coding list, making the coding videos for the coding list. Then I can think about. Yeah, most people that talk about philosophies have experience, have success, made money. That's why I feel I'm not ready yet to give philosophies. I'm not successful yet. When I start making money, then I'll make philosophies videos. But for now, I should focus more on here. Maybe I'm bored. This is freaking boring. So we need to check the accepted type in here. And it's almost the same condition. And we need CK. And we need the EK, the equipment key for the dictionary, and we need the position. And that's it. So let's see. This is almost like magic, if this will work from the first try. 13 minutes left. Alright. So here's the update. Let's do the delete first. So these will get filled with any dependencies found, and depends on the dependencies numbers. We can start deleting. So if we say okay, start deleting, then why am I scratching my thumb that much? Because the stupid mosquito, the stupid light, the stupid. Yeah, I need to turn the light on. I had enough of this mosquito. Give me a second. Some people have good pets like cats and dogs, and I have mosquitoes. I mean, come on. Yeah, this is a bad bite. Well, tomorrow hopefully it will. I'll forget about it, but now it's fucking hurts. It's not hurts, it's itchy to scratch. Just it needs to be scratched. I don't know why. Just alright. Let's start deleting. What am I programming? A very low level language or what? I is less than. Yeah, let's just copy the damn thing. I really want to do it in one line like this, but not today. Not today. So, let's see. This cell phone will die. Not today. One of the things that kill my concentration, other than the cell phone, is the jiggered equal signs. I don't like them like this. Alright. And sometimes when you have like a line like this, I prefer space in between. Alright. So we need to access the game core file, the temporary game file, because remember, before I click on save the changes, everything is temporary. If I made all kinds of changes and I clicked on cancel, all of a sudden nothing gets saved on the game core file. That's why I have two, one temporary and one the real actual things that will be used in the map simulator. And which creature are we talking about is in this one? The creature is this guy. Oh, I need reference. So we need to take this one and take only the first part, which is ref k, and did I miss something? Yeah, I forgot to call the function. And we need the token itself, which is this one. So this is a creature that we need to deal with. What do we want to do with this creature? We need to access its accessory. Let me check out. Let me see a little bit. Can I, sir? Can I? I need to check the animation. I believe I lost the capability of see the info inside. No, I didn't, because this sucker doesn't make sense, because I didn't copy the whole thing. Alright, and we need to check what? Alright. What did I click on? Accepted layers and parse this one, and then actually we need to delete this one. Sorry. Whoa, not. So this is the index that we need to change, and in this case we are deleting, so remove at. And that's the first one. Let's copy this and do it for weapons. Oh, whoops. Yeah. That's why I said let me do it in one line. I know a lot of people hate this, and I'm not working with other people's in my code. How did I say that again? Seriously, in my code. That's why I don't care. I will do the things that I like to see. It feels good when the code goes smoothly like this. But whenever that stupid thing, the viewer, screw up, just like, oh my god, I want to draw my hair all out. It just unbelievably, unbelievably. How do I lost the capability of speaking in a normal way. And with that, I apologize. Hopefully, I will want. I will want. You. Hopefully, I won't become famous like Damon Daniel or what are those or something like that, because my lisp is. Oh, finally I can be proud because I'm getting better in lisp. Man, this is a very good joke. I was really bad at lisp in 2006, and finally I can be proud because I'm good at it now. This is this is a very funny joke actually. Oh god. Alright, let's do the next one. And we are targeting the equipment department this time. So this one will access the creature, and then it will access the equipment, and that's it. So let's take this one. Actually, I will steal the whole thing. Yes. And I will access the equipment. And then we need to check which equipment do we need to deal with, which is this part, or the second part actually, of the string. And then we need to check the accepted accessory type, and once again we need to remove the one at the index of this one, and something screwed up. Oh, because I didn't parse the value into integer. And we are done with this part. So let's go to the weapon equipment, and this one is from the weapons department. And if I want to shoot myself in my foot, they don't say it like this: shoot oneself in the foot. They don't need to say shoot oneself in one's foot. It just doesn't make sense. And I believe that's it for deletion. That's it for deletion. We're going to check it soon. But before we check it, let's copy the 4 functions and do it for replace. Oh, only 1 minute left for the stupid stream. So maybe the test will be carried out in next video, or maybe I can carry it out in here, I don't know. So we will do the same loops for the 4 of them, and we need to define the reference, and instead of deletion we change it into the new name. So I remove the remove at. Shut up, cell phone. And I make it equal to the new name. What did I do wrong? That's what I did wrong. He still doesn't like this. Um, um, mm, oh, yes, yes. Um, hmm. Uh-oh. Have we done a taboo? Actually, yeah, yeah. We made a mistake. Give me a second. I believe the accessory layers in the animation. Now I'm totally lost. Is an animation layer, and the animation layer is ordered, and we need to access the ordered and deleted that one inside the animation layer, which is where did I screw up? This is not the right class. Wait a second. Are you telling me this is the old system? Yeah, and there's a question mark beside it. I believe this is the old system, and I didn't complete it, and I started and made this one because this one doesn't make sense. So this class doesn't make sense either. Lucky you. This is what happened when you do a lot of work in a short time. Yeah. Um, I will comment that line very soon, but the thing is, we need to delete this one. So what we are going to do, I was going to do the changes immediately, but I just wanted to check, double check what am I doing. I don't like it just to depend on my memory alone on the stuff on the code. Whenever I do something, I was like, I need to change this into this. Double check, it saves a lot of time, believe me. So this thing, see, has an order. It's the layers order. And the number is this one. This one have accepted type. Animation layer slots, sorry. Accepted layer types. So let's take the name in here. No, not this one. This one. This one have accepted types, and we need to remove Not remove at, remove, because we don't know the order of that item. So instead we will use remove, and we are going to use the name, this one. So this is what kind of change we need to do, and let's do it in here. This is kind of scary. This is kind of scary. So let's do the changes in the save. So oh god, don't do that to me. So I'm just copying and pasting the same code from delete. And then now we need to, instead of deleting, we need to replace. Unfortunately, I wonder if there's a parentheses access to the list string by typing string. I don't see that. I don't see an overload for that. So let's see. I can remove and add, but you want to copy the line twice? I'm sure there's a way to replace. Well, there's remove. There's oh god, don't do that to me. The stupid mosquito, the stupid mosquito, the stupid mosquito, and failed. Didn't catch it. There is find, but I don't see find and replace. So I don't know. Let me ask Google for that. Oh wow, you're passing the time, Mr. Al-Aswad. You're passing the time. So let's keep this one like this for now, and end this part and take a short break before I burn all the fuses. So thank you for watching Bart. Was this 9 or 10? I don't know. Bart something, and see you in Bart something +1.